A quiet early morning, the sun slowly rises over a peaceful landscape. Every morning, the sun rises without asking if we're ready. The day begins regardless of whether we feel motivated. But motivation, it's more than a feeling. It's a spark, a necessity in moments when the weight of life feels too heavy to carry. Motivation is often misunderstood. We think it's a surge of energy that lifts us up, pushes us forward, makes the impossible seem possible. But real motivation doesn't shout. It doesn't arrive in moments of excitement or joy. True motivation reveals itself when the path ahead is unclear, when the challenges seem insurmountable. Why is motivation necessary? Because life in its rawest form will always test our limits. There will always be days when the mind is tired, when the body resists and the soul wavers. It's in these moments that we need motivation the most. Not the loud, fleeting kind, but the quiet, persistent whisper that says, "Begin." Motivation is not a luxury nor a fleeting emotion. It is a discipline to show up even when the odds seem stacked against us. It's a reminder that the first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important. Without that first step, progress cannot begin. Motivation gives us the strength to act when our mind begs for comfort. It's the force that pulls us away from the easy choice toward the difficult but necessary one. The Stoics knew this well. They didn't rely on fleeting inspiration. They found power in self-control, in discipline, in the necessity of movement. Motivation, when seen through the Stoic lens, is not about feeling energized. It's about recognizing the duty before us, to do what must be done, regardless of how we feel. In this we find the root of progress, the essence of personal growth. Each of us must face the necessity of motivation, not as a fleeting burst, but as a constant companion. Motivation is the fuel that keeps the flame burning, even on the darkest days. It's what moves us to act when standing still would be easier. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike like lightning. You must create it, nurture it, treat it not as a gift, but as a responsibility, because without it, the journey never truly begins, and without the journey, we remain stagnant. So, when the world feels heavy, when doubt clouds your mind, remember, motivation isn't just a feeling you wait for, it's a force you cultivate, day by day, step by step, the necessary push that gets you moving. When standing still feels so much easier.